There's no doubt that you've been on social media and you've seen the memes of police officers who abuse their wives. But is there any truth to those memes? Well, let me answer that question for you. Not only is there a myriad of stories about police officers abusing their spouses, but there are actually studies that Blue Lives Matter and bootlickers would rather you not see. For example, in 2013, Bowling Green State University analyzed 324 cases of domestic violence involving police officers. And not only did they find a troubling pattern of domestic violence with police officers, they found that these numbers were relatively consistent from the years that they analyzed. And aside from that, of all the cases where police officers were arrested, charged, and convicted of abuse, more than half of those officers kept their jobs. In 1991, there was a study that became a part of a hearing in front of the U.S. House of Representatives to air out some of the details about police officer domestic violence. And that study is called On the Front Lines, Police Stress and Family Well-Being. And also another study in 1992, which is the Interspousal Aggression in Law Enforcement Families, a Preliminary Investigation. And then in 1994, there was a survey that was conducted by the Arlington, Texas Police Department and Southwestern Law Enforcement Institute. And they found that at that time, 45% of all police departments surveyed had no policy for dealing with domestic violence involving a police officer. And that survey also found that only 19% of the departments indicated that police officers would be terminated after a second sustained allegation of domestic abuse. This swinery goes all the way back to the 90s, and I just cited a study from the 2010s, which means that there has been no measurable improvement. And the reason why I want to cite those studies is because those studies have already met academic scrutiny. Like, for example, the associate professor of sociology and psychology at Temple University named Joshua Klugman looked into both studies from the 90s and scrutinized them both and offered criticism, and yet he still found that the numbers were troubling. So I've not just given you a professional source, I've given you 3 different studies to show you why I say all cops are bastards, because these are just the known cases. There's no telling how much true swinery has been afoot behind closed doors. Thanks for watching. If you would like more deep dive content, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want more shorter content, you can check out my TikTok. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow. But most importantly, make sure you share the content with everyone that you know so that we can hold cops accountable. Until next time, horns up, peace out, good night, and good luck.